And welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10, and we're busy with match number 21. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is an all-important match here between, as you can see on your screen, Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by Bet7, and they up against Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They are sponsored by Billy 777. Now, why is this such an important game? Because you're going to see the log in a couple of seconds here, and this is what the reason for that. Fourth position, Kraaifontein. They are on the log there. After 5 games, have amassed 4 points. Bellville Cricket Club, they're in 6th position. They have amassed 4 points off their 5 games. The winner between these two is going to go into that all-important 4th position, and that will be the playoff. And that's going to be very, very crucial. Durbanville Cricket Club, after their win over Milton Cricket Club, have gone straight to the top again, thanks due to a very good net run rate. So this match, I am waiting and I am really excited about, because we are in for an absolute cracker, let me tell you. So early on, we went out and had a look at the pitch and had a word with the captains at the toss. Good afternoon, welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Cricket League T10, and we're here with match number 21, and it's an all-important match between Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by Bet7, and they are up against Kraaifontein Cricket Club, who are sponsored by Billy 777. But let's talk about this pitch again. And early on this morning, we said this pitch is rock hard, and nothing has changed. Let me tell you, this pitch is made for batting. Lots of runs in it. It is rock hard. Some spikes marks here. The spikes haven't gone into this ground, and that tells me that this pitch is still nice, rock hard. Wind conditions, the breeze is still blowing. Not as much as this morning though, but still short boundaries over there. And we saw in the first game, that boundary was attacked at all times. The one behind the camera, that's where the furthest boundaries are at this ground here in Durbanville Cricket Club. Now then, we're going to go to this toss. But before then, let's talk about the importance of this game. Both teams on 4 points. Both teams got 2 matches to go. Both teams have a chance to get in that all-important player position that is at number 4 at the minute. Who's that going to be? Well, it starts with a toss. Let's go over there and see what the outcome of that was. Here we are at this all-important toss between these two teams. Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777, and Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by Bet7. One of these teams are going to go into that player position, but who's it going to be? As both of them got 2 games left. It's going to be the toss now. It's going to be Cody. He's going to toss. And it's going to be Daryl Losper. He's going to call. Tails is a call. And it's a head. So it's going to be Cody. Cody, come forward here. What are you going to do in this all-important clash?
We're going to have a ball first.
Just sticking to the norm, I guess?
Sticking to the norm.
Listen, you guys have turned this around very much here. You lost your first 2 and then a quick turnaround, got a couple of wins, and now you find yourself potentially in a playoff position.
I think regarding the team, I think we're learning a little bit slowly but surely, quicker than usual. We're just really glad to be in this position right now. You guys have really started playing nice cricket. You got a young side, as indicated there again by Mark as well. But you guys must be some confidence in this? Definitely. Obviously, we haven't won many games, but the games we won was a pretty good performance from the boys, so I think we're just carrying that confidence forward. Any changes to your team for today? Marcus Fury's back in and Keenan Mayer's out. He's going to play a key part in this with bat and ball. Definitely, obviously opening the batting for us, and he's obviously one of the best all-rounders in the Prem, so we're looking forward to seeing if he can produce some magic today. Listen, Cody, go well today. Thank you. Daryl, lost the toss. Would that have changed anything if you had to win it?
Yeah, we'd have probably looked to bowl first as well. Look to just put them under some pressure first up and obviously restrict them and look to chase whatever they set us then. Still a really good looking pitch from what we saw earlier. You should still back yourself at least with a bat, but you guys have got to bat well especially. Yeah, 100%. We have to bat well. That's something we have spoken about as well. We obviously had a very close game on Tuesday against Goodwood. So we do back ourselves. If we can get to around about 90, we'll try and put them under some scoreboard pressure then as well. There's a playoff position at grabs here. Surely that must be a little bit of a carrot you need there. Yeah, it is something at the back of the mind, but it's not something that you want to put our focus on too much. We're just going to take it game by game and hopefully produce some good cricket today again.
Any changes to your team?
Yeah, we got Diego and Edgar coming back, and Garth misses out. I can't remember who else.
So some experience coming back into the attack for you.
Yes, 100%. We missed Diego big time on Thursday with the game against Rondebosch, so hopefully he can make up for us today.
Listen, go well today.
Thank you, Eugene.
That's a toss. And at the toss, it was Bellville Cricket Club. They have won the toss. And as always, they've elected to bowl first. And that was the outcome at the toss there. And for me, it's still a very, very good cricketing wicket here at Durbanville Cricket Club. As these two teams, the winner of these two teams are going to go to that all-important fourth positions. So many permutations, so many combinations to talk about. And with me to go through is the local man himself here, legend of the Falls, over 200 games for Durbanville Cricket Club. As that man, Nathan Swartz. Welcome, Nathan, for your first stint here and on the comms in this T10 competition.
Hi, Eugene. Lovely to join you. What a privilege it is to join you here today. Now, this is a humdinger of a game. Like we said, they are playing for that all-important full spot, but there's another team that is also in the hunting there, you know, and they still got 2 more games to play above these guys, and win is very important, but also that net run rate is going to play a big role.
The net run rate, I said, from the first game is going to play a massive part here, and it's showing us that how important it is that if you are in a winning position to really win well. But Game 1, people thought that this is just going to be a little bit of a bish bash. We're just going to go about it. Now teams are taking this tournament very, very seriously.
No, for sure, but in this game, the game can change not even in 1 over, in 3 balls. It can change, momentum shifts, and what we've seen after that first game is, you know, a good score, but a pass score is 100. If you get to 100, you know, you are in competition of, you know, securing the game.
Can't agree with you more. As we look at this batting cards or this team sheets here, Andrew has really cracked on there in this competition with the captain, Cody Niver, and they've really come about and collectively as a team. That team, Bellville, has really contributed as a team to where they find themselves now. Kraaifontein Cricket Club, Darryl Losper has at times played a lone hand for them in this, but they've got the experienced man there as Diego du Plessis. He comes back into the team as well. But it's going to be Ismail September with that new ball has certainly done really well for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. So this is going to be a fascinating game because these two know a win here. And I'm going to say it again, Nathan, a win here takes them to that all-important fourth. And if they can get a good net run rate victory, that's going to help.
For sure. And I see they also brought in Luando Twaku back, and he is a provincial player. So he's also going to bring some experience and calmness to the side.
There's the umpires making their way to the middle. They're sponsored by ID 247. And they are followed by the men in maroon. Bellville Cricket Club, they're sponsored by Betbrick 7 and Kraaifontein Cricket Club. In the green machine, sponsored by Billy 777. Nathan, you a local man here. The pitches here have really been good. Just give us a little bit of insight, especially the pitches that we are playing this time today. Today is pitch number 7. We use pitch number 5 as well. They're like an absolute belter.
No, for sure. The last 2 seasons, we've put a lot of work into the square. The pitch number 7 and 6 to the left of us here is actually fairly new pitches that was laid in the last 2 years. It has now settled, that's set, and it makes for brilliant cricket, which also tells us that there's a shorter boundary on the one side today.
Yeah, I spoke about that as well earlier, especially with that first game. There was that shorter boundary and the breeze is blowing in that direction as well. It hasn't blown as much as what it's done this morning, but it's still a very healthy breeze blowing across here as the people have come in here for this clash. And it's good to see that we've got some watching. There's a lot of activity around this cricket club. It just seems to be a hustle and bustle around Durbanville Cricket Club.
But Eugene, you need to understand that this is also a northern suburb derby, and this is a local derby that the guys are playing. So they're also playing for a lot of pride here because the communities are next to each other. And I see young Blake is warming up to take the first over.
Yeah, Interesting to see Blake, how he goes in this one. He's had a good outing in the previous game. And can they keep doing that here? Because if Kraaifontein get a good start, maybe they can take that away and start building on that. But what we've seen today, teams that have had a good power play have not kicked on. But maybe today, in terms of Kraaifontein, if they do get that, but the key man is Darryl Losper. You don't want him in too early. Here we go with the first ball. That's a juicy full toss. And it sort of squirts away. And now they're going to come back for two. Yes, they are, because these two young men, they can run the legs off anyone. So it's two off the first ball after that misfield.
Eugene, I think a lot of the guys forget that even though this is 10 over game, that running is still important between the wickets, turning the ones into twos. It just accumulates a lot of runs, and before you know it, you've got a good score on the board.
I'd say the off stump. And yeah, the dot balls is a killer in the shorter format of the game. None less so here in the T10 competition. You don't want to face too many dot balls, and now we've already seen one, but the score's gone to two. Just ignore the score at the minute down the bottom for us. Firmly hit down. It's going to go straight to long off. So the two fielders out is long off and the sweep on the offside. So you being a bowler, Nathan, what sort of line do you think Blake will try and maintain here with that type of field?
For sure, Blake will try to hit the full stump line, but very full, so that they drive him down the ground. I don't think he has a lot of pace to rush the batsman or even to bowl that back of a length, because then it would just be an easy pickup.
There's that full stump that Nathan was talking about. Just, I think that was probably, if I'm going to be overcritical, a very lazy shot. It just seems like the lack of foot movement. And I spoke a lot about the foot movement of these youngsters. And JJ, he doesn't tend to have a big movement going forward. So you can err more on the fuller side than maybe even that back of a length, because he sort of try and wait for the shorter ball.
What a shot, over. And you see, this is what I'm talking about. Those are the ones to the boundary riders, where you have to turn the ones into twos, you know, run very hard. But I'm sure that ball went straight to the fielder, so two might have been too dangerous there.
He can't afford any risk here in the first, especially first 3 overs. This power play is very important.
That should be a no ball.
There it is, as shown. Shotgun Harrison was out like a shot once again from the square leg umpire there, arms out, indicating to his partner in crime that that's going to be a no ball and it's going to be a free hit early doors. And what a way to get it. Now then, youngster, you can free your arms here, as he also allowed to get the field change.
This might put some impetus into the batter's mind as well.
It's a big swing and it's a dot. So that concludes the first over here in this all-important clash between these two teams, as Kraaifontein Cricket Club are now 6 without a loss. This is really going to be enticing. I'm telling you, Nathan, I am really getting excited about this game, because there's a lot riding on this game. Blake, as you see, he's only bowled the over there. He's gone for 6. It's been a really good over. Good start, that.
Eugene, dare we say it early? Dare we say it early?
Nothing, but
dare we say it early?
we
have seen very tight games here today in this tournament.
Nathan, I'm saying nothing. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to see who the bowler is here coming in from the golf course end. It's going to be Jared, and he's had a good outing. 5 matches. He got 3 wickets off his 38 deliveries. A little bit of off spin, and this has been the go-to for Bellville Cricket Club.
I think it's been a go-to to many of the players bringing in spin early, or even playing the spin. They've been doing a really good job for all teams.
Go Jezza! Go Jezza!
Yeah, I'm not sure what Sean Ackerman is saying there, but we'll try and get a translator. It's outside that. Oh. And I just feel that there's going to be a little bit of grip out there. It's a bye.
Yes, there will be a little bit of grip, but it depends on the pace that they're bowling. And what I've seen is a lot of the spin bowlers that have done well is the ones who have changed up their pace a lot.
Definitely. Cutters, I mean, you will be more accustomed to that being a seam bowler. You can't just bowl your line and lengths. You got to try and change the pace of it. That's firmly hit down the ground. They're going to try and go.
Oh. What a great quick single there. And that is what I'm talking about. Collecting those ones and twos. Straight to the fields, you have to go for one. You know, we've got a saying here, if it's not in the hand, there's a single.
Is that what they say?
That is what we say here at Durbanville.
It's going to be down the leg side. Umpire Shotgun Harrison doesn't say anything, so there must have been a flick on the old thigh pad there. No run.
I think Ronwin just missed out on that one, eh? There was no field out there.
Down the wicket now. Now we're going to see if they can get two. This is what Nathan Swartz have been saying. If it's not in the hand, they got to run two. And when he turned, it wasn't in his hand. So you're right with what you're saying there. Let me tell you, the crowd's coming in here. I'm just looking across to my right here, and everybody's enjoying the shade with some cold beverage, mostly non-alcoholic.
Those beverages look like apple juice that they're having there in their hands, huh?
Looks like it. Looks definitely like it. But here we go. Jared, ball number 5. That's cut away.
Proper shot, giving himself room, cutting it past point for 4.
That is a really good shot, and hopefully that gives him a little bit of impetus. Good foot movement. Sort of went one way, then gave himself width. Trying to free his arms up, and that he got away. Just back at a point, 4 runs. Take the score now to 14 without loss, with that all-important. It looked like it's down the leg side, Nathan. Let's just watch umpire Shotgun Harrison. He says, no, there must have been a tickle on the bat because he's handing the cap over to Jared, and that concludes 2 overs where Kraaifontein Cricket Club have advanced to 15 without loss.
I think it's an easy start for Kraaifontein at the moment. You know, not trying to take too many risks here, keeping wickets in hand. You know, setting a platform for the all-important Darryl Losper to come in and hit a few big ones.
You got Darryl Losper. You got a couple of others there, and this man has also been impressive. Jai Loff. He's been a good find here for Bellville Cricket Club in this tournament. He sort of grew in stature his first 2 games. They were trying to find their feet. They were trying to find combinations. Certainly they have done so. As look at his figures there. 2 matches, 24 balls. His ball took 2 wickets.
I think what has made the Bellville team and the bowlers actually so important, what they've been doing is they've had clear plans. As you can see, the field set out, and they bowled to those plans.
Good start there. For me, Bellville Cricket Club has shown me that it's been a really collective team effort by them. The way they've gone about it, yes, they lost the first 2, but then they turned it around quite nicely and got a couple of victories as well under their belts. And they've certainly grew in stature as this has gone on.
Like I say, as a bowling team or bowling unit, they've kept things simple. You know, like I said, they've got the field setting, and so they'll keep it outside off for stump and quite full, you know, preventing the big boundaries.
Yeah, that's what they have to do. But another quickly taken singular. Some of the crowd are enjoying a little bit of the shade there, and those are the pictures shown to you. It's a beautiful day here still. A little bit breezy, but we're not complaining. It's cooling us all down. It's going to cool down the sort of the action that we're going to see as Jai is going to run in here. It's up in the air. It's just going to be lofted too long off. Sort of cloth that to him. That's Marcus Fourie doing the mopping up, and we haven't seen him with ball in hand. He's normally the man they turn to in the power play. They haven't done so yet, so they're saving him.
He's an all-important player for Bellville. Good with the bat, good with the ball. Keeping the runs also down. A very experienced player.
Sort of wide outside the off stump, sort of reach for that. Umpire just turns and says 2 balls still for the over to go. Umpire sponsored by ID 247.
And Eugene, this is what I'm talking about. You know, they're just keeping it simple outside of off stump. You know, getting it away from the striking zone of the batters.
And that one is tried. Just back with a point straight to the field. Because the field is set so deep, you are allowed to get through for an easy, comfortable single. Because as Nathan says, if it's not in the hand, you got a chance for a single. Not my words, his words.
Eugene, that does not apply to you. You're not as quick as you used to be.
Ty running in here. He used his feet. That's going to go all the way. That's gone huge. First maximum of this innings. And that goes to JJ.
The first one he lands back over the length. Easy to pick up.
What a comfortable bat swing that was. Beautiful. Beautiful shot. It is to the shorter boundary, as we said, and it is with the breeze going that way. As we are now going to make way for that man, PM Prasanta, who's going to give us a couple of overs and leading into the golf ticket strategic timeout. And he's going to present to you in Hindi.
थैंक यू यूज हमारे दर्शकों के लिए मैं स्वागत करना चाहूँगा मेरे दूसरे हिंदी कमेंटेटर ऋषि का।
धन्यवाद पीएम। खेल दिया इसको शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन की दिशा में।
देखते हैं हम मार्कस के स्टैट्स जिन्होंने 2 मैचों में 31 रन बनाए हैं, लेकिन बॉलिंग के साथ इनका कोई खास स्टार्ट रहा नहीं है।
रिवर्स कर दिया इसे शॉर्ट थर्ड मैन के ऊपर से 4 रन मिलेंगे।
बढ़िया शॉट जेजे की तरफ से ऋषि।
बिल्कुल 3.2 ओवर्स के बाद 29 है बिना किसी विकेट के नुकसान पर क्राइफोंटेन क्रिकेट क्लब। रन्स बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है, पर अच्छी बात यह है कि उन्होंने अभी तक कोई विकेट नहीं गंवाया है।
बिल्कुल और मैंने एक चीज ऋषि नोटिस की है यहाँ पे कि जो यहाँ के बैट्समैन हैं वो चारों दिशाओं में बल्लेबाजी करने के माहिर हैं।
जी बिल्कुल,
किसी भी तरीके से शॉट उठा लेते हैं।
2 रन के लिए काफी
हम देख सकते हैं कि 3.3 ओवर में 31 का स्कोर पहुंच चुका है। क्राइफोंटेन की टीम की अच्छी शुरुआत
कहना पड़ेगा। काफी चतुराई से 2 रन चुराए वहां पर पिछली गेंद पर। फिर से एक बार लॉन्ग ऑन की दिशा में। इस बार सिर्फ 1 ही रन मिलेगा। इसी के साथ स्कोर हो गया है 32 बिना किसी विकेट के नुकसान पे। बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण मुकाबला पीएम ये, क्योंकि दोनों ही टीमें अपनी जगह मजबूत करने के लिए खेल रही हैं ये मैच।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने। ये फिर से एक रिवर्स स्वीप मारने की कोशिश, लेकिन
सीधे शॉर्ट थर्ड के हाथों में। सॉफ्ट डिसमिसल।
ये एक नाकामयाब कोशिश रही रॉनमैन की तरफ से रिवर्स स्वीप मारने की, और अपना विकेट गंवा बैठे हैं वो।
जैसे हम कहते हैं क्रिकेट में अगेंस्ट द रन ऑफ प्ले, रिवर्स स्वीप करने की कोशिश में अपना विकेट गंवा बैठे सीधे फील्डर्स के हाथों।
इसके पहले क्राइफोंटेन ने अच्छी शुरुआत ली थी, लेकिन अब उन्होंने अपना एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण विकेट रॉनमैन का गंवाया। अगले बल्लेबाज जो आ रहे हैं वो हैं कप्तान डैरिल लॉस्पर। आप देख सकते हैं कि पिछले मैच में भी इन्होंने कप्तानी वाली पारी खेली थी। हालांकि टीम को कोई ज़्यादा फायदा दिला नहीं पाए थे, लेकिन बहुत ही अच्छी इन्होंने बहुत धमाकेदार और धुआंधार पारी खेली थी डैरिल अपनी टीम के लिए।
तेज गति से 12 बॉलों में 30 रन की पारी खेली थी डैरिल लॉस्पर ने पिछले मैच में। इसी पिच स्ट्राइक लेते हुए मार्कस की आखिरी गेंद। ओह, बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंद। इसी के साथ 4 ओवर की समाप्ति। क्राइफोंटेन क्रिकेट क्लब 32 1 विकेट के नुकसान पे।
हम देख सकते हैं कि हमारे स्पॉन्सर्स विनफेयर 247, लॉर्ड एक्सचेंज, बिली 777, क्रिकेट ट्रस्ट ऑफ इंडिया, अंपायर स्पॉन्सर हमारे ID 247 और बेड ब्रिक्स। बता देना चाहता हूं हमारे दर्शकों को कि हम देख रहे हैं गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल, powered by Wolf 777, co-powered by Taj 777, associated by D247, umpire sponsor ID 247. हमारे टीम स्पॉन्सर्स हैं MG Lion, Billy 777, Winfair 247, Taj 777, World 777, Cricket Trust of India, Bedbrick 7 और Lords Exchange. चार ओवर हो चुके हैं। उसके पहले बता देना चाहता हूं कि बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब, जिनको कि बेडब्रिक 7 ने स्पॉन्सर किया है, उन्होंने टॉस जीत के पहले गेंदबाजी का निर्णय लिया था और वो खेल रहे हैं क्राइफोंटेन क्रिकेट क्लब के साथ, जिनके स्पॉन्सर हैं बिली 777। ईथन की पहली गेंद और वाइड का इशारा अंपायर की तरफ से।
हम दर्शकों को बता दें कि ये मैच कितना महत्वपूर्ण है दोनों ही टीमों के नज़रिए से। जो जीतती है वो अपनी जगह प्लेऑफ्स की रेस में और मजबूत कर लेगी। और 5 मैच ऑलरेडी हो चुके हैं दोनों ही टीमों के खातों में 2 जीत दर्ज है।
जी बिल्कुल, और क्राइफोंटेन ने जिस तरीके से शुरुआत की है, बिल्कुल लग रहा है कि वो धीमी शुरुआत है, लेकिन मुझे लग रहा है कि वो अपने विकेट संभाल के खेलना चाह रहे हैं। ये उन्होंने उठा दिया है और ये फील्डर के हाथ में बहुत ही शानदार कैच, बहुत ही शानदार कैच।
सही कहा पीएम आपने, बहुत ही लाजवाब कैच।
ये गल्फ टिकट द्वारा ये रिप्ले हम देख रहे हैं। जेजे ने मारने की कोशिश की लेकिन नाकामयाब रहे और फील्डर ने बॉल को इस तरह लपक लिया कि जेजे अपना विकेट गंवा दिया।
जी, रनों की गति को बढ़ाने की कोशिश में अपना विकेट गंवा बैठे।
और इसी के साथ क्राइफोंटेन ने अपना दूसरा विकेट गंवा दिया है और आ रहे हैं नए बल्लेबाज जो कि कप्तान डैरल लॉस्पर को ज्वाइन करेंगे। मुझे लगता है ऋषि कि यहां से अगर क्राइफोंटेन ने अपनी पारी को थोड़ा संभाल लिया और थोड़ी रनों की गति को बढ़ाया तो 80-90 तक का स्कोर मेरे हिसाब से काफी अच्छा रहेगा इस विकेट पे।
जी, एक कम्पिटिटिव स्कोर होगा। पार स्कोर तो मैं नहीं कहूँगा, पर फिर भी एक फाइटिंग टोटल कह सकते हैं हम उसको। और दोनों ही टीमों को अगर आप देखें, उनका काफ़ी इवनली मैच साइज लगती हैं।
बिल्कुल,
उनकी बॉलिंग, दोनों का ही बॉलिंग अटैक, दोनों की ही जिस तरह की बैटिंग रही है अभी तक,
बिल्कुल
काफ़ी इवन कॉन्टेस्ट होने की संभावना है।
ये क्लोज मैच हमने देखा है गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल में कि काफी सारे टीमों के बीच में आखिरी ओवर तक, आखिरी गेंद तक मैचेस गए हैं। हमने एक सुपर ओवर भी देखा था। लग रहा है कि ये भी शायद उसी दिशा में बढ़ता हुआ मैच।
जी बिल्कुल हो सकता है, इसे रूल आउट नहीं कर सकते हम, पर देखना होगा मैच किस करवट मोड़ लेता है। इसी बीच अगली गेंद फुल एंड वाइड।
वॉन्डो अगले बल्लेबाज और ईथन की एक बढ़िया गेंद अभी हमने देखी। वैसे बेलविल क्रिकेट क्लब भी पूरी तरीके से अपने टीम को एक ऐसे मोड़ पे लेके आना चाहती है जहां पे उनका चांस बना रहे कि वो सुपर 4 में, टॉप 4 में जा सके।
जी बिल्कुल।
ये अगली गेंद
थोड़ी सी हवा में थी लेकिन सेफ। थर्ड मैन की दिशा में एक और रन जुड़ता हुआ क्राइफोंटेन के खाते में।
एक बड़ा ही सुहावना दिन है यहाँ पर केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट के असली एनिमल में
जी।
और दोनों ही टीमों के बीच मुझे लग रहा है कि एक करीबी मुकाबला हो सकता है, कांटे की टक्कर हम देख सकते हैं और देखते हैं कि यहाँ से किस तरह कौन सी टीम 2 पॉइंट्स लेके
जी
पॉइंट्स टेबल में ऊपर पहुंचे और अपनी पोजीशन को और मजबूत बनाए।
अभी तक दोनों ही टीम एक बेंच छोड़ने की दिशा में लग नहीं रही है, दोनों ही कोशिश कर रही हैं कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फ़ायदा उठा सके इस अपॉर्चुनिटी का।
जी
इसी बीच कवर्स की दिशा में कोई रन नहीं, 1 रन वहाँ मिला और इसी के साथ डैरिल लॉस्पर ने अपना खाता खोला। डैरिल लॉस्पर की पारी बहुत महत्वपूर्ण रहने वाली है आज के मैच में।
बिल्कुल,
ये
आज
इनके प्रमुख बल्लेबाज भी कप्तान होने के साथ साथ
बिल्कुल आज उन्हें कप्तानी पारी खेलनी ही होगी डैरिल लॉस्पर को अपनी टीम को एक मजबूत स्थिति में लाने के लिए। इसी के साथ 5वें ओवर की आखिरी गेंद थी और 5 ओवर के बाद क्राइफोंटेन क्रिकेट क्लब, जिसको कि बिली 777 ने स्पॉन्सर किया है। अच्छा, एक बॉल बची हुई, माफ करिएगा, ये 5वीं बॉल थी।
पर अभी तक अच्छा ओवर घटता हुआ ईथन का।
ईथन ने केवल और बीट हुए बैट्समैन और ईथन ने इस ओवर में केवल 3 रन देके 1 विकेट लिया। बहुत ही बढ़िया, बहुत ही शानदार पहला ओवर ईथन का यहाँ पे खत्म हुआ है और इसी के साथ 5 ओवर के बाद क्राइफोंटेन क्रिकेट क्लब का स्कोर हुआ है 35 पे 2 विकेट और समय हो चुका है
गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंस
स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का। और जैसे ही अंपायर ने गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का इशारा किया, तुरंत हमने देखा कि किस तरह गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड ड्रिंक्स कार्ट मैदान में पहुंच गई है। ये समय मिलता है दोनों ही टीमों को आपस में एक रणनीति बनाने का और गल्फ टिकट ने इस रणनीति समय को स्पॉन्सर किया है। मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूं, अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। ये फुली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड रैफल ड्रॉ है यूएई का। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे रजिस्टर करें और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पा सकते हैं। अपने सपने को पूरा करिए gulfticket.com के साथ, क्योंकि ये है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। मेरे दर्शकों को मैं ये बता देना चाहता हूं कि वो अपनी किस्मत का खेल खेल सकते हैं गल्फ टिकट पे। और ये गल्फ टिकट की ड्रिंक्स कार्ट, जिसको हम देख सकते हैं, बहुत ही प्यारी सी ब्रांडिंग के साथ मैदान में रुकी हुई है। गल्फ टिकट ने ना सिर्फ इस स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट को स्पॉन्सर किया है, पर वो टाइटल स्पॉन्सर भी है हमारे लीग के। गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल। जाने से पहले आखिरी बार अपने दर्शकों को मैं फिर याद दिलाना चाहता हूं कि वो ये मौका ना गंवाएं। gulfticket.com पे जाके रजिस्टर करें और अपने सपनों को पूरा करें। जैसे कि गल्फ टिकट की टैगलाइन है, शेयरिंग मिलियन स्माइल्स, में से एक स्माइल आपके भी चेहरे पे आ सकती है। आप अभी लॉग इन करें gulfticket.com पे, अपना अकाउंट खोलें और अपने सपनों को पूरा करें।
There to two gentlemen, and their commentary stint there on this. The Gulf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 with this all-important match. So Nathan Swartz has joined me again. So just a quick word, Nathan. Who do you think are probably happy with where this match has gone so far?
Eugene, I still think this is either way, you know, both super happy where they are at the moment. Bellville being happy with the 2 wickets they took just before that strategic timeout, you know, that could swing the game. But Kraaifontein, 2 important batsmen there for them now. Like I said, Darryl Losper, the dangerous Darryl Losper, but also Luandu Twaku that just came in, very experienced player, knows how to set up an innings as well.
Yeah, and you're talking about setting up the innings, but I just feel they've got to get going here. 5 overs to go. 30 balls still remaining of this innings, and they really got to get themselves. Protect the score, says 80. One feels that's not going to be enough. They've got to try and push it along, especially with wickets in hand here. And that's cut away by Darryl Losper straight up. And yes, he is the danger man. And He has really got to try and get himself in. Both now collectively have faced 7 deliveries.
We must also understand 5 overs in this game is a lot of overs, a lot of time. But like I said, any amount of balls can change the momentum of this game. And both of these guys can surely accelerate at any point.
Yeah, one feels Luando, he'll probably sweep and reverse sweep a lot here.
Oh, that's it, Dodgy!
Just hit that. He really needs to get going here. And now, as we saw in that first game, a couple of dots, and that just builds the pressure straight back on me. He's 1 of 5 deliveries.
Spin bowlers have really dried up the runs in this game.
That's cut, and an absolute magnificent catch.
It looked like Superman getting off the ground there.
Beautiful catch. It was a short ball. It gave himself room.
These are the moments that surely changes a game. Magnificent catch.
He's not a big man, Jailov, but he's leapt like a leaping salmon and snaffled that in the air. Both hands to it, and that's the 3rd wicket gone. As we look at this replay, gave himself room. The cut was on, but like a salmon leaping out of the water, he catches that beautifully. Nathan, that is a beautiful salmon. Yes, he might be on grass, but what a catch. And that is 3 down, and that is going to be a vital, vital wicket, one field. As John Collison makes his way to the middle to join Darryl Losper. And Darryl Losper still trying to find his way into this innings. He needs a partner in crime, surely, to try and get him to a total that they can defend in this all-important match. Bellville Cricket Club, what a turnaround after the first 2 games. Nathan, these guys are up for it.
Surely they are up for it. They're really fighting as a team, like you mentioned. But Eugene, I do have a question for you, seeing that you're also a fast bowler in your day, just like Jailov. Would you have leapt like a salmon like that?
That's a full toss down, leg side. I'll give you an answer in a minute. Just got to see what the action gives us here. I wouldn't need to leap like a salmon. I would stand on my 2 feet just with the arms aloft because I'm about 6'4", mate. Don't need no leaping required for me. Just snaffle them. No leaping. That is cut away. That is cut away powerfully by Darryl Losper. And that is how important this guy is.
For sure. And you can see he's got a lot of foot movement that he does have as well. And he just gave himself a bit of room to open up that space there in the offside.
Certainly hit that quite hard. I think, what's the reply going to be here from Crain? Beautiful shot putt. Unfortunately, straight to extra cover. Cody Nivot. Snaffle that one. Bellville Cricket Club right on top of this one.
What an important wicket there for them. What an important wicket for them. You know, getting the big man, Darryl Losper. You know, they should really have 1 foot in it. So they must feel that already, that they've got 1 foot in this game already.
Yeah, one feels he wanted to go away with extra cover, never got the elevation of that, and just hits that straight to Cody Nivot. And look at the celebration. Look at what it means to these men in maroon. Although I walked around the ground and their supporters are in purple. Not sure if maroon and purple go hand in hand, but simply do for Bellville Cricket Club. Zamu, the new man in here for Kraaifontein, donning the yellow helmet today. Is that something of a turnaround for him? Yellow helmet with the blue sticky tape over the top. You know, the color scheming is just brilliant there. Look at his batting figures and yet to have any contribution with the bat. He's had 4 matches. He's got it all to do here, Nathan.
No, for sure. Like we said, you know, they're going to have to rebuild here now. They have to accumulate these runs, you know, to get anything close to that 80 that is projected. But we feel like, you know, even the projected score is down now to 70. And We feel like that would not be enough.
Nowhere near, nowhere near. And there's that leaping salmon, Giles off. He's back into the attack. He's bowling now from the town end. Keeps it down to 1. They've got it all to do here, the green machine.
It looks like he's setting himself up for a brilliant game for himself. You know, he's done a great first over, and now he's coming back after that brilliant catch that he took, you know, to change the momentum of this game.
I just feel there were a little bit more pressure building on Darryl Losper with the amount of dots that were conceded on the other side, and that could contribute to him losing his wicket.
And that's the important thing of ticking the scoreboard over at all times, even if it's a 1 or 2. If you don't get the boundary, it should be a 1 at all times. But like we've seen, a lot of dots, and it's gold dust in this game.
They've got to try and get something competitive here. That's going to be in the air. Oh, that's just not sure if it bounces short or not. It seemed like it did in the end, but it was not sure where they needed to come in there. That's Jared McCulloch at point.
Giles just giving him the eye because he wants to say that he's done a better job at an attempt than what he has done there.
Talking about his diving skills there, Nate.
No, I'm talking about his, the effort he put in to go take that catch. And there we see another dot. Like I said, gold dust at this moment.
Really gold dust, really gold dust. Giant Loft, he's having an absolute storming day here. That's a full toss. That's just clipped down to the leg side. Deep square does the mopping up. And that time the ball wasn't in his hands, but they refused to run 2. What's that got to do with all your theory now, Nathan?
These boys are too scared to run, huh? But coming back to the dots, surely as a team, they have gotten a team maiden in already with the amount of dots that has been bowled.
That's hit downtown. That's not going to go all the way. It's Cody Nivold again, the man in the key position, and that's the 5th wicket gone. All of a sudden, momentum surely all the way here for Bellville Cricket Club. Sponsored by BetBrick 7.
So we just heard that is 17 dot balls in this innings. That is already 3 maiden overs. That is why we're looking at a score of 44 for 5 at the moment.
It's not quite 3 yet, Nathan. Come on now. I know you loved umpires to let you bowl 5 ball overs, and you would argue that point. Okay? 1 more ball will take it up to 3 overs. Next time I'll get you the calculator, no problem. But all to do here. All to do for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. What can they muster up here? This is an all-important clash for getting into the playoff position. Now, let's not forget, whatever score they get, if Bellville knocks it off very quickly, that net runner is going to shoot them up into a great position as well.
It's going to put them in a brilliant position with the other team also in the hunt. But let us not forget this young man, Ishmael September, who has done a lot with the bat as well.
Young man.
It's a personal joke between Ishmael and myself.
There's more man that's been taped up together, held together, suffering from a little bit of knee problems. He's got meningitis.
All I can say is this man, just wait for the action.
And straight away, he gets that 2 extra cover. He's not going to let too many dot balls being bowled to him. And another good over. 4 runs conceded, 1 wicket. That concludes his 2 overs, going for 13 runs, picking up a wicket. Jai Loff, the leaping salmon, he's had a great day out so far.
For sure, Jai Loff has really turned this game around, putting in a brilliant performance for his team, lifting them up. You know, and you can see that this whole team is hunting in a pack here.
Look at that economy rates on the right-hand side there. That is the most important thing for me in this competition. Nobody, not one, has gone to 10 and over. And that is the clash tomorrow. Match 22, Rondebosch Cricket Club. Can they go back to the top of the table? with victory over Tigerbird Cricket Club, who've got it all to do to try and get into those playoff positions as well. It's all tight. The top three might have secured themselves the top spot. The top two definitely have. Now it's a question of who will join them, as Jared is going to continue here from the golf course end. That's firmly hit downtown. So already Ismail has got 2 of 2.
The important thing is both of those were off the middle, and what I can notice with his running between the wickets, it doesn't even look like he's got a knee injury.
He can't turn, mate. Turns like the tugboat. That's sort of
beautiful shot. Is that all the way? That has gone all the way.
And they need more of that, Nate. They need more of that. That's a 50 up. The 50 coming in. The 8th over here. And I've just walked around the ground, and some of the hierarchy of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, they are in here. A lot of talking going on inside of the field here, but they will probably be much happy with that, and they need to see a lot more of that. Again, hit nicely down. They're going to come back for 2. They're going to come back for 2. And I said, the problem with Ismail is going to be the turn. He turned like the QE2 there and couldn't get back to his mark. And that's him run out. And that's an all-important wicket again, because I tell you what, Ismail can also hit a few big ones.
No, for sure. That was a silly run, especially with Ismail with his knee injury.
Just after he's hit the 6, the one was efficient because it would have been 7 or 8 of 3 balls. The throw from Marcus Ferrer was good enough, and they was miles out, bat in hand. You knew he was gone. And unfortunately for Kraaifontein Cricket Club, that's another wicket gone. Now then, what can they, again I ask you, what can they muster up here?
And now it becomes really difficult with your number 8 walking in. And still
Cedo's a new man in. As I'm corrected here by my scorer here to my right, and thank you for that, and thank you to all the scorers coming out to this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 matches, doing a sterling work, keeping everybody right, including myself, that the scores and the name and the pronunciations are done correctly.
And that is the figures, and those are the runs that he has accumulated in the last 3 games.
Jean going again. You can't possibly be a wide, man. You turned around, you tried to beat the reverse sweep. Sometimes I wonder what rules these guys are playing at, Nate. That's carved away over point. That's going to be 4.
And they need a lot more of this. Coming back to the rules that you're talking about, the umpires will tell you, to be cheeky, that it's laws of the game and not the rules of the game. But I had a chat with them before, and yeah, they were quite uncertain about certain laws.
You're just trying to buy more wickets for next season. That's what you're trying to do, trying to get in their good books. That's hit firmly down the ground by Jean Collison. It's just going to be the one. It's been a good over, though. 12 runs coming off it. They could have done without that wicket. Now, 10 and over will get them as close to that 80 as possible. One feel that's minimum. That is absolutely minimum. If they can't get there, one would say advantage, Bellville Cricket Club.
Eugene, I've been saying it. Pass score here is 100 at least.
Well, we also saw scores under 100 being defended here. None so that powerful super over match between Rondebosch Cricket Club there in that game where they scored 69.
Eugene, do you dare say it?
I'm saying now, mate. I'm just calling this as it's Blake making a comeback here. He's bowling from the town end. He's running into a very, very stiff breeze here.
And I'm telling you, Blake is just going to do the simple stuff like he did in the first over. Keep it outside off and full.
Just got to tell you something there, Nate. That's an sort of an inside edge. It's just going to be one. You know what this competition have done? I'm just listening to the people talking to my right here, and they are really interested. They are trying to get, if we win this game, we go here, we go there, net run rate, etc., etc. How brilliant it is that everybody's involved in it. They're really getting stuck in to this. The Golf Ticket presents Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition, match 21.
I'm telling you, Eugene, every player and every spectator has become mathematicians right now, looking at the permutations of what can happen in this log.
None more so than Tiki over here to my right. Tiki is working out. He's pacing up and down here. He's holding on to the pole. He's trying to work it out. He's trying to get his team going here.
I think he's also been asking for the guys who are calculated just to get the decimals correctly there as well.
He's sitting on the edge of his seat, man. What's going on? He's not even smiling, Nate. He's serious.
What a passionate man. I've seen him all the days here. What a passionate man. Even when he go bat and ball, he's very passionate and try to lift the team.
Mate, he's not even smiling, man. He's taking this thing serious. Blake runs in. And misses out on the cut. And he's every dot ball. It's like gold dust, and he's clapping away.
But like I told you, Blake is just going to keep it quite simple here. Keep it outside off.
Mate, let's get him a drink, man. He's starting to sweat, pushing serious beads here.
What a brilliant ball by Blake. Just not giving them any room to free up their arms.
Mate, he's got hands in pockets. He's walking up and down. He's going to his mate. He's saying, listen, a dot ball here. We're in it, mate. Mate, I've never seen things like this ever. And this is only the first innings.
After this tournament, he has to go buy a new pair of tackies, eh?
That's hit. Squirting down too long off. He doesn't seem to be happy with that. He doesn't want ones. He wants dots. He's not happy with ones. He's not even applauding ones. Now he goes and says, what's this now? Run rate is going up. He's not applauding. He's applauding dots. That's a man. Tiki.
Eugene, I must be saying that, you know, the simple plans, not getting the ball in their striking zone. You know, they're not getting the boundaries. You know, bowling to their field, and Blake comes in again.
That ball is hit to the offside. It's just going to be one again. And this is what Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. They've done this very, very well. They've contained Kraaifontein Cricket Club. They've not allowed them to get many boundaries. They need a boundary off this last ball of the 9th over, 62 for 6, to go into that final over of their innings. What? Oh, the umpire. He's got his arms wide, stretched wide and wide and wide.
You would think Blake might feel a bit hard done by that one, as the batsmen have stepped outside of the off stump.
And again, oh, that's an appeal. That's an appeal, and it's been given. A little bit delayed there by the umpire, but the umpire has raised his finger, and that means that's the end of Jean Collison. As we go into that all-important final over of this innings, what can they get, Nathan? What can they get up to?
They're going to have to play quite big to get anything defendable here, but what a great over by Blake. You know, keeping it simple. There's a saying, Eugene, that you know, it doesn't matter what format you play, cricket stays cricket. If you keep the simple plans, you can get away with a lot of things.
I can't agree with you more, Mr. Swatch. It's really been the basics of the game not being done well here, as it is Diego du Plessis now. We know Diego very well, you and I. And whenever we talk about batting, he certainly backs himself with a bat.
But we also understand he is like one of us.
Sorry, speak for yourself, please.
Oh, sorry. You eat a few big ones in your day?
No, I'm not going to boast. Especially here. Especially here. This ground I loved. I came here and hit people all over the place. You know that, Nate. And with jelly babies and all, the ball was swinging around corners, mate.
Durbanville has always been a batting wicket. I don't know why the people are saying this is bowling friendly.
Right, we're into this final over. Marcus Faria is bowling this final over. That is just going to be one, Nathan.
They're going back to the experience here. Now, Marcus have done a lot in his career already, you know, and he's just going to try and bowl to his sweepers where they hit into his sweepers. He's really going to try and keep this down to less than 10 runs.
21 dot balls, Mr. Swartz. 21.
So we're at 3.5 overs now.
Matt, absolute spot on, right to the number. Big appeal. They got to run for everything. Diego Duplessis, has he got a little bit of a scratch on that umpire? Shotgun Harrison says, yes, he got a little bit of bat and he's off the mark.
I must say, if that did not hit the inside of the bat, I would wonder what he would have done.
That's the experience. That is experience. You can show anything you want there. But the umpire, Shotgun Harrison, hasn't shown that straight away. You're not going to win.
Seems.
That's a big hit. It's gone up in the air. It's gone for you. As they move into the 70s.
2 more hits like that. 2 more hits like that. You know, he can get close to that 80, even after they pass the 80. But let's see what the experience can do.
Hit down the ground. Diego's coming. He's gone to the keeper in, and now they're going to give some work here to umpire De Jong to see if he can help us with this decision. As the ball got thrown again by Cody Nivot. Excellent in the field. He's taken some great catches and he's been superb running to the ball quite quickly, picking it up. And again, the ball got thrown. And look at all that smiles on the faces there of those guys. Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBricks 7. They have certainly been on top in this outing.
Eugene, like I said, they've been hunting in the pack. Their fielding has been brilliant. They've been doing the basics so well. You know, and that is why they have set their team in this position.
Yeah, they simply have been very well. They've been good in all departments in the field so far. Their batting still to come, but their bowling has been good. Their fielding has been exceptional. Their catching, they've held onto everything is what you need to do in this shorter format of the game.
And there we can see coming onto the screen that the batsman was out.
So what can they get? I keep asking myself, what can they get? But whatever they get, they're going to have to bowl like absolute demons to try and curtail this Bellville Cricket Club team, because they have certainly got the momentum with them. As you see the crowd coming in here to enjoy simply magnificent cricket here.
I'm sure they straight on their way to come and get some beverages, some of that apple juice.
Must be at appetizer, yeah, for sure, you know. Some ice in that, maybe a lemon with a sun with an umbrella.
Coming around, 1 ball.
Nice.
That has gone into the offside, and that concludes this first innings. 73 runs they've mustered up for the loss of 8 wickets. Marcus Faria finishes with 1 for 18 of his 2 overs. Tiki looks like he's a happy man going to the dressing room. He's going to certainly get them jacked up for this one. He's been marching up and down, trying to get them going. And he's going to go in there and he's going to probably bash a few hits. Says, come on, we can do this, as we look at the scorecard.
73 for 8 there. That is what they got. Like I said, this Bellville team has really hunted in a pack. They've done so well. Jai Low being one of the standout performers there. You know, not just with ball in hand, but really with the ball in hand after he leapt out of the water like a salmon on grass.
Listen, yeah, he did fairly well there, but at that batting card, nothing really to talk to, no one going through there, but excellent infield there by Bellville Cricket Club. Look at those figures, all of them can stand proud, and look at that, and they have got certainly a very, very good chance of getting themselves into that all-important 4th position. But let's not forget, if they get it with a good, healthy net run rate, they can push themselves up as well. This is their 6th game, and they've got it all to do here.
Eugene, look at that economy rate. Look at that economy rate. And I think the standout there is Ethan Vermeulen with an economy rate of 3. You know, they're close to 4 maiden overs with the amount of dot balls that they have bowled in this innings.
Yeah, that is the first innings gone. And earlier we had a chat with the two coaches and heard what their views are. Here we are with Mark, the coach of Bellville Cricket Club, for this all-important clash. Mark, you must be happy with how your Chargers have pulled this around after that first 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've done brilliantly. Yesterday was a great example what happens when you guys bat properly. When we bat properly, we can chase down many a target, and a big target at that.
Certainly what you said a few days ago when you said, we've got a young side out, we're trying to mix and match. They've also come here and they come to the party and they've really competed well here.
Yeah, they have. And I think they've taken a lot. They've learned lessons, and the lessons they've learned they're trying to imply and put into the games when they're playing. And it looks like it's working. So hopefully it goes well, and for the next 2 games we can pull off victories.
I'm going to ask you that. What was said in the dressing room after 2 losses and then turning it around?
Can't say that on TV.
Well, you can. I'm sure you can. Let's all help it out there.
No. We just ask the guys to stick to their processes, believe in themselves, and have fun and enjoy.
But you've got a great look at your youngsters here enjoying this tournament.
Yeah, they are enjoying it. And hopefully what they learn here, they can bring into next season going forward.
That's always an important thing as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. Club cricket is very important for these guys because that's what they've got. And the more they can learn, the more they can benefit.
Listen, go well. May it continue for you.
Cheers, thank you.
That's the words of Mark. He's the coach of Bellville Cricket Club. And as always, they're sponsored by BetBrick 7. I'm going to ask Linton Phillips. He's going to come in. He's the coach of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, and they're sponsored by Billy 777. Linton, this is crunch time, mate. This is crunch time. So I'm going to go straight into it. Big game this for your troops.
Yeah, no, definitely big game. And I think in the big games, pressure will reveal character. So we'll see the character of the boys today.
Any special words yet you've said to your team? You come off the back of maybe a tight game as well against Northern Goodwood. Just how can you get that confidence in potentially your batting? Because in the field, you've really competed well.
Yeah, I think in the field and the bowling department, we've really competed well, like you said. In the batting department, it's quite a young batting lineup up front, 2 youngsters. So just getting them to believe in themselves and I think execute the basic of the game, play conventional cricket, and we've seen over the tournament that is what's getting you the runs.
At the start of the tournament, it was probably just a little bit of a fun and games thing. Now it's crunch time. Now you want to get into that playoff position. There's a lot at stake. You can turn it around. Surely that must be the thinking in your camp.
Yeah, you know, we were actually speaking about it in the change room before we came out to warm up. Now it's like when we started off, it was this is going to be fun, boys, and now all of a sudden that competitive mode is coming out. So yes, no, definitely a lot at stake, especially exposure for the club, 2 seasons in Prem, and just to get more people having a look and putting the club on the map.
Listen, I hope it goes well for you, and I hope you guys can go well in this encounter.
Thanks, Eugene. Cheers.
Those are the words from the 2 coaches for this all-important clash, and it's going to be a thrilling clash, let me tell you. I can't wait. And welcome back here to the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 match number 21. That's an all-important match here between Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7, and Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. With me is Nathan Swartz, the local man here on comms here for the first time. Nathan, who do you feel holds the advantage at this stage, this halfway stage, going into the second innings here?
For sure, Bellville must be feeling that they're holding the advantage here. They've put in an excellent performance in the field, and Kraaifontein has really have to do something special, especially in the first few overs, you know, to turn this around for them.
We've seen scores being defended, low scores. Are we in for a low-scoring, barnstorming match here? I'm sure, I feel that we are, but Andrew and Marcus Ferreira might have other ideas, other thoughts in their head, because these two can certainly take a game away from a team with bat in hand.
And that is why I said in the first few overs, Kraaifontein has to do something really special to get rid of these big guys, you know, that can change the game in a couple of overs.
Just want to get your insight before the start of this, and I'd like to ask you about Ruben Senecal, a youngster who I thoroughly enjoyed watching for Durbanville Cricket Club, that is. He looks certainly a prospect for the future. Any higher honours potentially in the line for him? Surely there has to be.
No, for sure. You know, he has been in the setup and then not in the setup, and we don't always understand it. But the shots he plays, you know, it is very difficult to bowl to him, and he's just a very good all-round batsman. You know, very aggressive as well.
Yes, his aggression that I have liked, and certainly his play of front of back foot has certainly been great. As we now going to turn our attention to this game, and it's Ismail September always starting proceedings here for Kraaifontein Cricket Club. He's bowling from the town end. Heavy knee, strapped and all, but he doesn't care. He always tries to make a breakthrough. Can he make a breakthrough here as he's bowling to Andrew, the hard-hitting, sturdy, burly opening batter here for Bellville Cricket Club.
I know Ismail phoned his personal physio before this game to come down to the field to come do the strapping for him. So let's see if that is going to help.
His own personal physio.
You know, Ismail's got friends in many places.
Well then, let's see if the strapping has helped. Let's see if his personal tension has helped as well as he steams in. And that is clipped, and that is going to go down the leg side. Pass, short, fine leg for 4. And what a start that is for Bellville Cricket Club.
Eugene, we know as bowlers that's a freebie. You can't be going down leg. Especially if you've got your fine leg and deep square up.
Just simply had to put bat on ball, and that was racing away. And that is a shorter boundary on the leg side for the right-hander. Not the start Kraaifontein wanted. How is the comeback now from Ismail? This time he finds the edge again, but this time it's on the offside, and they're going to come back for 2 as Darryl lost, but he tidies up. I have to say, on days gone by as well, that I find it difficult why teams are very, very reluctant to put a slip in. I know it's T10, but it's a brand spanking new ball.
Like I said, this is a batting wicket, you know, and the go-to for the teams have been to prevent runs.
That's hit down by Andrew. This has been a solid start by Andrew and Marcus, who's about to face his first ball. There you see the equation: 67 runs needed of 57 balls. Is there going to be a span in the works? Tiki has decided he needs a cap, because he's going to go stand and walk around in the sun now. Glasses on, arms folded, socks pulled up, but shin high. That's it, sort of try to be stopped there, but they get through for 1.
And it just looks like these guys are, you know, just assessing the wicket and setting themselves up for a launch.
Oh, I sort of hit the batter there. That sometimes you batters don't run for that if it hits your partner in crime on the other side. Oh, he's laying away there on the offside. That's another wide, and every run is being applauded. They don't care how they get it, if they can get it to that target of 74.
I think they realize that net run, like we said, Tiki has been doing the permutations. He's now standing against the electrical box there.
What a character. What a man. With the same body, with the same name, Tiki. That's high in the air. That's gone many a mile. That's gone huge.
Like I said, it just looked like they're setting themselves up for a big one here, for a launch pad. And this is the dangerous Handru. Previous game, he's also launched quite a few huge ones there, Eugene.
I mean, that's gone many a mile, and Tiki's not smiling at all. What does it take for, what must these Bellville Cricket Club players do to get a smile out of him?
It's just not good enough.
That's up in there. Who wants it? He wants it. Twaku takes the catch, and Ismail strikes again in his first over. And that is the dangerous Andrew. He's got to go back in the hutch.
Run-wise, that was a brilliant over for Bellville. But Ismail coming back to have the last word.
Just looking like he's gone across him there instead of just getting the hands to go straight through. If he had to aim straight over the side screen, I think he would have got more of the bat on it. Unfortunately, because he went across it, find more of a top edge, and that has gone straight in the air, and Point took a very, very good catch.
100% Eugene. Like I said, the basics of cricket still apply. You aim straight first.
My man
Tiki is not happy.
He's not
Tiki
happy.
is not happy.
Tiki is standing with, what do they call that? Teapot now, arms at teapot. Man, he's certainly not happy with that. What type of shot was that?
He does not even want to look at Hanro at the moment. But in Hawks, Blake, you know, in the previous game, he's just played a solid supporting role. Let's see if he can do the same.
Who says there's no characters in club cricket? This is beautiful. Great to have this tournament, T10 competition, to end the summer here, the cricketing summer here in the Western Province.
If you saw the numbers there of Blake.
Then this man, let me tell you, Nathan, he loves bowling to left-handers, and he's bowling to the experience. Marcus Fourie, Oren Kotze, he backs himself, this kid. He's bowled well in this tournament, as his figures suggest. 5 wickets or 42 deliveries. In he comes from the golf course end to Marcus Fourie. Getting that squirted square. Are they going to come back for 2? No, they're not. Excellent fielding. Keep it down to 1. 58 now needed, or 53 deliveries.
Eugene, I can concur. This man, he's got a lot of confidence in him. He backs himself against the wind, with the wind. I've seen it before.
Yeah, I thought he was fairly lucky to get the big tasty out the other day. Ball was drifting down the leg side. He still tried to explain to me the ball was gripping and turning. Not sure what game he was watching, but I think it was one of the De Jong brothers. Not sure which one. We'll try and work that out later, that gave the decision. But be it as it may, this kid backs himself. Fires that in. It's going to be a single to square leg. Excellent stuff by Blake. Brings the dangerous Marcus Fourie. Now, I'm not sure how many balls he's going to hit for ones, because this guy loves hitting a ball and loves hitting. Look at that bottom hand. Look at that bottom hand around the bat there. That's going to go down the leg side. It's going to be wide. Umpire shotgun Harrison like a shot again. Shows us. There we go. Wide. Oh, that was 2 more runs.
I'm sure Warren will tell you that one also gripped and turned.
Where's Tiki gone to stand now? He can't stand in one spot.
He's not allowing Andrew to come out of that cloakroom.
That's been hit. Oh, a little bit of footy there. And still get through for 1.
Like I said, Blake is just going to play the supporting role that he's done in the previous game. It works well for him. You know, get a run every ball, and every now and then smash one into the gap for a boundary.
That's a full toss. Is that going to get past Murder on? Yes, it is. Yes, it does. And it goes for 4. Marcus Fourie, that's his first boundary.
No, man, you can't be bowling stuff like this in this part of the game. You can't be offering freebies to batsmen.
That was a proverbial freebie. A man that they throw the ball to so often. Oren Kotze, can he get a breakthrough here? It's a quicker ball. It's a quick run. Oh, direct hit. He's gone for all money. If that was a direct hit, Marcus Fourie.
I almost got excited there. I saw the bail off, but it was the bowler who clipped the bail.
You got good eyes there. Should become an umpire. Oh, you are a rugby referee after all. You know the Rugby rules.
Laws.
Same difference. Not going to argue about that now. There, they found dot ball. They need to find many more dot balls if they want to be in this contest. 25 after 2 overs. Bellville Cricket Club well and truly up ahead of the rate here.
For sure, it looks like they're setting themselves up for a good power play, yo. Last over of the power play.
Interesting, though, they've decided to make a change in their lineup, and Cody Neva, the captain, has sort of demoted himself down the order. Is that going to pay off for them?
We have to see what the thinking is behind that. But like I said, the previous game, Blakey has played such an important role as the number 3. Maybe they're just going with what has worked before.
Well, he's had an awesome day today. He was excellent in the field. Got a run out, few catches. It's like a whippet around the ground.
But I think for days we can talk about that catch of Jailoff.
You just want me to say it again, don't you? You want me to say it.
The man told me during the innings break that it's because of his yoga that he could leap off.
Sometimes I wonder what you bowlers think about. Not really sure what you think about. But Diego du Plessis steaming in here from the town end. Starts with a slow ball to Marcus Fourie. The feet were well and truly still in the toilet because they weren't moving 1 inch there.
And I can tell you Diego's got a lot of variations and he's going to use that on this deck today.
Got to find something. He's got a dot ball now. Is he going to go back to the seam or is he going to bowl another one? As the crowd are sitting there, Kraaifontein Cricket Club supporters. Oh, that's another dot. That's another dot. Excellent covering. Now the men in green, they up for the fight here.
And I'm telling you, this is what they need to do. They need to rack in a couple of dots, build some pressure, and force a false shot here, especially from Marcus.
Well, with the field set, with third man finding up, one would suggest it will be just cutters and slow balls. Oh, again off the body, and again, 3 dot balls to start this over. 3 dot balls. They are gold dust. Now then, what's the comeback going to be here of Marcus Fourie?
Like I said, 3 balls can change a game.
With those 3 balls, it's gone very, very quiet next door here. It's another dot ball. 4 dot balls. Where's Tiki? Where is Tiki? Is he a ticking time bomb? 4 balls, 4 dot balls. Pressure's going here. Pressure's mounting on Marcus Fourie.
It's the experience of Diego versus the experience of Marcus here. And I'm telling you what, something's got to go happen now. Something's got to happen.
Change of field, Nathan, change of field. Long off has come into the ring. They've now opted to have a deep cow or deep wicket. Dot ball number 5. Dot ball number 5. Are we in here for a maiden over?
Can he get that maiden? Have we had a maiden this tournament yet?
Was a maiden in the last game. Come on now, Nathan. What game you watching, mate? Stay with us here, boy. I know it's exciting stuff. T10 cricket. Maiden ball potentially here for Diego.
He's got it. He's got it. What a bowler. The experience of Diego.
We've turned this T10 into a 9-over game. What a great stuff. Great over there by Diego. 49 runs still needed. Big Nathan, 42 balls still remaining. Surely Bellville still in the pound seat as we see. Umpire Shotgun Harrison showing us that the power play is done. Umpire sponsored by ID 247. And look at that, Cody Neva. He's a new man. He's the next man to come. Crain, he can still smash it as well. The big guy there, he's whirling his bat around. He wants to get in. He's itching to get in. He's hungry. He wants to get in. Tiki, get me in there, Tiki. Get me in, because I will never let Diego du Plessis bowl a maiden over to me. That's what he's saying.
And I'm telling you, Tiki's been talking to him all the time over there, being in his ear.
Tiki's in the dressing room speaking to Andrew still. I mean, he's still in there. Who's bowling? John Collison, new man in. Tell you what, are we itching our way to a very, very close game? For me, Nathan, I've always felt, I said this from game number 1, overs 4 and 5 after the power play. That's always the key in this game and in this format of the game. And I think sometimes the teams lose that during that little period of play. So this is going to take us to that golf ticket strategic timeout. Over number 4 coming up. That's another dot. I count that 7 dots. That's 7 dots consecutive. 8 consecutive dots, Nathan, in this inning so far. 8.
And what I wanted to say before this over, Eugene, is Joanna had to realize that that was a brilliant over from Diego, and it just have to follow up. He just has to follow up.
He's got to go. He's got to go. No one backing up. I think that's a great decision not to throw that. But it's going to bring the dangerous Marcus Fourie. He's on 7 of 10 deliveries. Now the loud applause we heard earlier when they got the single, when they got the force, is not coming now from Bellville Cricket Club. They just got to stay in here. Got to stay in the hunt. They got it all. That's in their hands. 48 from 40 balls. Surely, Big Nate.
They just need to continue what they've been doing as a team, hunt as a team, even with the batting. You know, but like I said, Kraaifontein has to do something special here. Joanne running in.
There it is. It's gone up. It's gone straight to the fielder. It's gone straight to the fielder. They got a wicket. And it's that man, the dangerous man, Marcus Fourie. He's got to go.
I'm telling you, Eugene, like I said, a couple of dot balls and this game can change. It brought a lot of pressure to Marcus Fourie. Yeah, Joanne following up from that maiden over.
That is what pressure does in this game, no matter what the format is. If you got somebody on the other side building a lot of pressure, and that's what Diego did by bowling that 6-ball over, that maiden over. And then John Collison started nicely with a dot number 7 again, and then they managed to scramble one. And then Marcus Fourie, he felt he needed to go. That is pressure. That is the brilliance of this game cricket that we love so much.
And we see Captain Courageous walking in there, Cody. He needs to play an innings here.
Yeah, I feel Cody has had a really, really good tournament with both bat and his captaincy. He's really brought this team around here in this contest, in this format, this T10 league, sponsored by Golf Ticket, and has really been good to see them here fighting to try and get into those power play or playoff positions. I should have said I've even getting ahead of myself here because I feel this game is itching towards a very exciting climax.
It's something about those low scores, Eugene, where it looks like early in the game it will be a one-sided affair, but then it turns out to be a very tight affair.
And that it is. You know, low-scoring games, I mean, you can't take your eyes off this. Cronje, he's trying to figure out whether he should get his singles bat or his bat that needs to hit 4s or 6s because he's a new man in, or will be. Now it's Cody Nevo facing up his first ball to John Collison. That's a dot ball straight away. The pressure just going and just keep going up. Let's keep an eye on the difference between runs required and balls still left. Its difference is 10 at the minute. 48 from 38. 8 wickets in hand. Come on, Nathan, join me. This is going to be exciting, man.
Kraaifontein already had 1.5 overs of dot balls.
That's steered on to third man. It's just going to be one, and at the minute they're bowling to their field. And I've always felt Kraaifontein have competed excellently well with every team in the field when they were bowling.
This turning out to be a brilliant over. He just needs to see it off with the last ball.
Interesting call. Murdoch and Murdoch are up in the ring.
Surely back of a length ball coming up here.
There it is, and the planning has been good. Oh, excellent stuff. Good feeling. Even good by the bowler Collison to try and get back there. And that concludes his over, only going for 3 and picking up the vital, all-important wicket of Marcus Fourie.
Like you said, over 3 and 4 has changed this game. Overs 3 and 4 has changed this game. You know, next to us, it looks quite a bit nervous now. We don't even see Tiki anymore.
No, Tiki's out of the seat. He's taking a seat, mate. He's taking a seat. He might go on here, the strategic timeout, because we're heading that way. Because at the conclusion of this over, we're heading to the golf ticket strategic timeout period for teams to just reassess.
Darryl Losper turning back to Diego, looking to put in a brilliant over again.
He's just turned that. Oh, they're going to try and turn that for 2. No, they cannot take a risk, Nathan. They cannot take a risk. They've got to try and watch. Be a little bit circumspect, as you said, because this is going to turn out to be an all-important little period here.
And that is what a couple of wickets and a couple of dots do. You make players indecisive. Do they take a risk or not?
It's just rabbit in headlights, mate. Rabbit in headlights. Just so I try and stay calm. Some man, PM Prasanta, the man from Bollywood, he's making his way, pink shirt and all. Slower ball again. It's just going to be 1. That's no harm done there. No harm done. Sure, he's going to jack it up here for us during the golf ticket strategic timeout, because I tell you, we're in for some exciting climax here, Nathan. I'm sure about it.
And I'm telling you, Diego, with all these slower balls, he's just preventing the boundaries. He's just preventing the boundaries here. He's okay with the ones for the moment.
What a delivery! What a delivery!
Man, he squared him up. It looks like Blake was batting left-handed after that.
Oh, have some of that, Blake. Have some of that. Even if you used one of Cronier's bats, you wouldn't have had an edge there, boy. That's how good that ball was.
Too good.
Purple Brigade, they're getting very, very itchy there. They're sipping hard on their beverages now.
Going back to the slower ball. Just dabbing it down the ground, and they're looking for 2, but the field is doing well again, only cutting it down to 1.
The crowd is feeling it. Every run is being applauded. Every stop is being applauded. We've got winds blowing across here now. It's all happening. Here's our man. He's always doing a great job, sterling job. He's walking into the wind with that thing. I wouldn't want to carry that in this breeze, as we've got 2 more balls still left here in this over. 2 more balls leading in to that strategic timeout. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. That's huge.
The captain, Cody, realizing that they cannot be just going at ones here. They have to make a play for it. And that was a beautiful cricket shot.
Much needed as we look at this shot. Steps across over to off stump. And I think that was also helped by the breeze. He didn't get all of that. I tell you that, Nathan. And that cleared the boundary by a country mile. That's a dot ball to finish up. And I tell you what, Diego has still done a really good job here as we go into this golf ticket strategic timeout. 37 runs still needed off the remaining 30 balls as I hand you over now to our man, PM Prasanta.
समय हो चुका है गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का, जहां पे दोनों ही टीमों को 2 मिनट का समय मिलेगा और वो आगे की गेम की रणनीति बना पाएंगे। जैसे हम देख सकते हैं कि काफ़ी क्लोज गेम हो रहा है और साथ ही साथ गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड हमारी ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान में पहुंच चुकी है। अपने दर्शकों को बता देना चाहता हूं कि गल्फ टिकट यूएई का फुली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड और रजिस्टर्ड रैफल ऑनलाइन ड्रॉ है। ये यूएई का सबसे ज़्यादा भरोसेमंद ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ है। आप अभी gulfticket.com पे रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं और करोड़ों कमाने का मौका पा सकते हैं। gulfticket.com पे लॉगिन करें, अपना खाता खोलें और अपने सपनों को पूरा करिए, क्योंकि गल्फ टिकट है यूएई का सबसे ज्यादा भरोसेमंद, फुल्ली रेगुलेटेड, ऑथराइज्ड एंड रजिस्टर्ड ऑनलाइन रैफल ड्रॉ। गल्फ टिकट ना सिर्फ हमारे स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट का स्पॉन्सर है, पर साथ ही साथ इस लीग का भी टाइटल स्पॉन्सर है। इस लीग को हम बुलाते हैं गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग, T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल। देख सकते हैं कि गल्फ टिकट स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइम आउट में अब आखिरी के कुछ 25 सेकंड बचे हैं और दोनों टीमों ने अपनी रिफ्रेशमेंट्स लेके गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड ड्रिंक्स कार्ट में रख दी हैं और ये चली हमारी गाड़ी गल्फ टिकट द्वारा स्पॉन्सर्ड ड्रिंक्स कार्ट अब मैदान से बाहर निकलते हुए। देखते रहिए गल्फ टिकट प्रेजेंट्स केप टाउन क्लब क्रिकेट लीग, T10 क्रिकेट का असली एनिमल।
Thanks to our man Prasant as a match number 22 tomorrow morning. Rondebosch Creek Club sponsored by Winfair 247. They're up against Tigerberg Creek Club. They are sponsored by MG Lion. Nathan, back to this game here at the same stage. Kraaifontein were 35 for 2. Bellville Cricket Club are 37 for 2. Neck and neck like a horse race.
I'm telling you, this game is on a knife's edge here. 37 needed in the last 5 overs.
I think there was a little bit of bat there. We heard that from here, Big Nate.
Not just that, I think that was going down leg as well. But a good start from John. Another dot ball.
37 of 29. Which way is this game going to go? A place, Nathan, in the top 4 of the log. A place to get yourself in the playoff positions. That's got a bit of width on that. Yards to be made. Oh, and yards has been made. I'm not sure what the guys on the right-hand side are calling for VAR. I'm not sure what they're asking for.
Well, I must tell you, the fielder on the offside there did a lot of work to make the ground.
That has gone down to third man. There's only going to be one. But is that previous ball going to be the talking point, Nathan? We're not going to talk about it now because the equation says 34 runs needed off 27 deliveries.
And I think it's still too early to dare we say anything.
I'm not allowed to say, gentleman to my left, just over my left-hand shoulder. He's going to give me some looks. I don't want looks. I just want to commentate on this game. That's cut away. They've bowled well to their field, one has to say.
Like I said, it's simple plans. That is cricket. Cricket has always been simple.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go there, Nathan. Super over. Let's go.
Are you calling it?
I'm calling it.
Are you calling it so early?
Super over, supernova. I've called it early.
Telling you what, if we get there, it will be very exciting.
Again, the ball is squirted behind square. It's just going to be one.
And even these singles are building up some pressure now at this moment.
I think he's looking for some water. He's done so much talk. He's looking for water, mate. Can somebody get him a bottle of water over there? He's not happy with what's happening here.
He's having a long discussion there with Jailoff at the moment.
That's pulled away. What a shot. It's gone all the way for 6. What a time to get that.
Captain Courageous turning the screws. Yeah, he knows that he has to make a play for it. And that was a shot to the long side of the bound.
That's gone many a mile, that one. Big six. Oh, thanks to our man, Warren. He always does our work here for us. He got Tiki a bottle of water there. The good man he is, Warren. Great job. as we look at this game. Look at that now. Jean Collison, yes, he's gone for 7, but he conceded a boundary, if not just a boundary, a maximum. His last ball, 48 for 2. Super over, supernova.
And let's see who's coming up to bowl right now. Who's going to play this important role of pulling that back. That boundary really hurt Kraaifontein at this moment in the game.
Now Twako's coming in here. Now Twako's got a tendency to really get the ball going into the pads here. As I've been given the wrong name here by my scorer here on the right-hand side. They've done a sterling job until then. It is, in fact, Zamo who's going to come into the attack here. The 4 men in the ring. Short third, short fine, backward point, extra cover. Wind blowing. He's running into the stiff breeze here at Durbanville. He's bowling to Blake. Blake has been there for a while. Powerfully hit down the ground. Run hard is the call. It's just going to be one. Excellent work by the keeper, must say, backing up there.
Again, the bowlers just bowling to their plan, and the fielders doing a sterling job on the boundary. And with this field set, as you mentioned it, you can see that they're employing the same plan outside off stump, trying to hit straight down the ground.
He's also had the ability to pick up wickets as Zama, as you can see there on the right-hand side. That's up in the air.
And that is high up in the air. He's settling himself under it. A brilliant catch. And that looks like Diego that took that brilliant catch over there. And that is the danger man, Cody.
They're trying to get me not to speak. My mic just fell out there. Don't know what happened. But thanks for taking us through that catch there, Nathan. And that is a big wicket. The wicket of Cody. As in comes the new man as we look at that. Again, Nathan, we spoke off air. We said, you've got to try and get your hands to go straighter. Again, going across his body. This time not getting hold of it. You've got to make your margin of error bigger. I always feel. Go straight, man. But he's played a hand. What a superb catch there by Diego. Diego Duplessis.
Safest shot is still straight. Doesn't matter what cricket field you're at. Aim for the side screen here, boys.
Not sure what Kayla was doing there. She ripped the mic, you know, the extension lead here, and just ripped it off. Because when that ball went up in the air, I was going to say a few things, but all that ball was up in the air. You could have told the story. That's how high that ball went. And then she just ripped my cord. I mean, really now, not good from you, Kayla, our sound technician here.
Maybe Kayla was sick of hearing your voice.
I hope you guys aren't sick of my voice, because this is going to be a tight one, and I might love every ball like you should, as Cronje makes his way to the crease. He's decided he's going to go with that big rhino bat, the bat that's going to hit 4s and 6s, not the one that is left in the dressing room there that's going to hit 1s.
I hope he's not going to do what all the other batsmen have done and gone across the line. Must really go straight here.
25 runs needed. 22 balls still to go. Super over, supernova. Oh, dot ball, dot ball. I'm going to love every ball here for the remaining of this. 21 deliveries still remaining. No one's moving. Where is Sticky gone? Where is he? That looks like a dot.
He got
ball.
away with that one. He got away with that one. That was another dot. I'm telling you. Are they gonna break Bellville's record of the amount of dots?
He should have freed his arms up there. He should have freed his arms. Cut that pass.
We're up to 17 dots now, and as you said, that's not 3 overs yet.
That's up in the air. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone all the way. It's gone for 6.
That brought a cheer to the men here in maroon next to us. It's the first time we hear their voices in a while.
That's the difference right there. Just the way he shaped up. He shaped up to go straight, and that time got all of it. Went for maximum. That takes us now to a runner ball. A runner ball.
It's like the golf range, mate. You hit it straight.
Oh, this time umpire says no, that's a wide. Zamu doesn't agree. Now then, all of a sudden the claps for wides have come back. They've come back, Nathan. Not sure where they were. Maybe they don't have a drink in their hand. Maybe the nerves are getting to them. That's it. Over. Extra cover. Cronje, I told you, he's got the bat that's going to hit 4s and 6s. And in this over, he's hit a 6 and now followed by a 4. I told you, Nathan. I can see when they walk out what bat they have.
And it's all got to do with that bat swing, eh? All got to do with that bat swing. Play straight through the ball.
Still can't see Tiki, man. Don't know where he's gone. Can't take the pressure here. Can't take it. 60 for 3 after 7 overs. Blake, he's still there. 11 of 14. Cronje, he's motored. He has absolutely motored to 10 or 4 deliveries.
Like I said, those last 2 balls can change it. The last 2 balls have brought momentum shift back to Bellville, to the men in maroon.
Well, then it's Oren Kotza. He's now going to come and bowl. He's had a really good tournament with ball in hand. Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Oh, he manages to get that. Now then, deep square's got to come and do a lot of work. It's going to be 2, though. A lot of real estate on that side there.
Blake playing the perfect support role here at the moment. Just turning it in 1s and 2s.
Oh, man, Warren was walking across the side screen there. Oblivious to what's going on. That's a full toss. So it's going to be the one. Can they find a couple of dot balls here?
You know, for a man with such a lot of confidence, he has been offering up quite a few freebies in the games that he's played. He has done twice here now. Just bowled some full tosses to the guys.
That is just pushed, and that is good cricket here by Cronje, just pushing that in to the offside because they only need 10 from 15 deliveries. What Oren needs now is 3 dot balls. That is turn. I don't think this is going to be 2. Surely not. It's Ismail again. I'm not sure why he's in the most important position because he's got that knee heavily strapped up.
He might want to phone his personal physio again.
That is forced in there again. Are they going to come back for 2? Oh, they turn like the QB2 there. The throw comes in. Oh, and he makes his ground. He makes his ground. Now then.
And the men in maroon have realized that they can do this in 1s and 2s, you know.
Got to take a chance here, Nathan. Got to bring someone into the ring. Got to try and curtail that little push just into the leg side.
I agree with you 100%. Even if you open up the offside a bit and bring one across.
That's not going to help. That's not helping matters. 6 runs now needed. 13 balls. This should be a walk in the park.
And I tell you, they're just going to put this ball down into the leg side and run 1 or 2 to end of this over.
Dot ball there. You didn't get your wish, Tian. You didn't get your wish. It was a dot ball. So we're going into the last 2 overs. Who can give us an over, a Diego du Plessis over? Who can do that for us? Ismail is more than likely who's going to come in and bowl here. He's gone for 15 off his first over. Diego du Plessis was outstanding because his first over was a maiden. As we look at games to follow, match number 22, Rondebosch Cricket Club They've got a chance to go back to the top of the table here. They are sponsored by Winfair 247. They are up and will be up against Tigerbird Cricket Club, sponsored by MG Lion.
And this is going to be an all-important over here for Ismail September, the man from Hermanus.
Hermanus, Whale Country. Ah, beautiful. It's a big appeal. It's a and it's been given.
He starts off with a wicket. Brilliant.
He's been given up. Blake is not happy. He turns around. He's smiling. He turns around again. He's still smiling. Bat under the arm. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Look at that excitement. Look at the celebration there from Ismail. He knows how important this over is.
Who has got a Diego Duplessis over in him? That's what I'm calling it now. A Diego Duplessis over.
I'm telling you, the men in maroon really wants to finish this game in this over. I don't think they want to take it to the last over. I don't think Tiki's going to be too happy about that.
Tiki's back. Tiki's back. He says he's heard two noises. I can confirm, Tiki, there was only one. The ball wrapping the pads, and he had to go. Doesn't know what to do, Nathan. He's standing. He's sitting down. Oh, he's sitting down. Teapot out, mate. New man, Liam Vervieren. Oh, apologies. Liam Vermeulen making his way to the crease now. 6 runs. 11 balls. Ismail September.
And a dot. This is now really has the opportunity to bowl a few dots here and add some pressure back to Bellville.
I promise you, if this is a dot ball, he's going to move. He is going to move from that spot. If this is a dot ball, Tiki is not going to sit there for too long, I tell you now. Oh, that hit his ankle. Might need a physio in here now.
He hasn't moved, Eugene.
Well, they got to run. I told you. I said if it's a dot ball, he's not going to sit. No, he's moved. He's moved.
Hands in pockets, hands on hips, pacing up and down right now.
Now then, can we find another couple of dot balls here? Kraaifontein Cricket Club. Can you find it?
Eugene, Hunter has finally come out of the cloakroom after the talking Tiki has given him.
Not sure what was said there. It's a little bit bleak in the face, mate. But anyway, Ismail. Oh, that is steered down. Crain here, he is just calmness personified. Look at him. 4 runs.
Like I said, they know they only need to do this in singles.
2 dot balls here, mate. Let me tell you, T10 cricket, what a game. Ismail, can you find 2 dot balls? You're bowling to Liam Vermeulen. You 1 hit away, Liam. You 1 hit away. That is steered to extra cover. Oh, I tell you.
That's a misfield. They're turning for 2.
There was a runner. There was a runner potential, Mr. Swat.
You can't afford these type of mistakes this late in the game. And finally, it looks like Tiki is a bit more calm.
If someone stands with his hand behind his back like that, you know, there's calmness personified. You know, chest is out, beautiful. He stands up tall and proud, hands behind. I mean, you know, nothing, no care in the world. Here's a dot. So then, 2 runs needed off the final over here in this very, very important clash between Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7, and they are playing Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. Who's going to finish it? Who is going to say, let's get this game done and dusted?
Well, Zamo have 1 more over. And Eugene, really, at this point in the game, you really have to have almost all your players up. I'll have one guy on the boundary just to secure where I want to bowl, but you have to have everybody up. And they're bringing up a spinner. This is going to be interesting.
Oh, they got to try something. They really got to. But the most important thing here is the net run rate won't have any significance here because we went into the last over here. So that's not going to change much. However, what will change is there'll be another team on 6 points at the end of this match here. Ooh, dot ball. Dot ball. Ooh, ooh. Tiki. Calm down there, Tiki.
Tiki not happy with that at the moment. The communication.
And that's going to tie it up. That wasn't a... It's just got to get... That's too easy, man. I would... Got to bring somebody in there.
Like I said, if it was me, I'd add everybody in, maybe just one guy, maybe your cow, but I have everybody in. You can't do that now. Scores are tied.
Horses bolted for all I care. 1 run needed. 4 balls still to come. Tiki hands on hips. Dot ball. But guys, Tiki he's like a ticking time bomb. Hands going everywhere.
Batsman just showing the batter's mark there.
Dot ball!
Oh!
Dot ball!
It's getting interesting. Getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
That's up. That's gone a long way, and that is going to be the end of that. It's gone all the way for 6. And just like that, Liam from Merlin says, what's all the panic about, guys? I've got a few balls to play with. Just bowl a ball in my arc, and that went out the park. And that is victory to Bellville Cricket Club, sponsored by BetBrick 7. And what a turnaround. Nathan, what a turnaround for this team after losing their first 2 matches. We didn't give them a chance, but they turned it around. Cody Nivot, Mark the coach, they've turned this team around. It's been a great team effort, and they find themselves in that all-important, crucial 4th place on the log.
Tiki, a very happy man over there right now. High fives all around. But like you said, this team have really come together and played as a team. You know, hunted in a team and just secured the victories they needed.
No, it certainly has been that. Nathan, I can't emphasize the fact that this team has been a seriously good team effort by these two. By this team, everybody to a man that you see down there has contributed in ways like you wouldn't believe, and they find themselves in 4th position. This has been their 6th game. They got 1 more game to go. Still a lot to play for the other teams, one feels. But this has been a very, very hard-fought victory, it has to be said. They were excellent in the first half, and credit also to Kraaifontein Cricket Club, sponsored by Billy 777. They made things quite tight for them, but are they going to look at those amount of dot balls in that middle period, overs 4 and 5? We're going to talk about that again, that they didn't really get the score moving forward in a positive light, and there were a lot of dot balls during that period.
But Eugene, that is true. If you look at both batting innings, there's just too many dot balls, mate. If you turn all those dot balls into singles at least, you're looking at a score above 100 here. You know, and that's the big difference. That's really the big difference.
Yeah, it has simply been a magnificent performance, turnaround as well. Low-scoring game. Who says low-scoring games can't be exciting? And my man behind me over my left-hand shoulder, he will be happy we didn't get to supernova, because that would have been problems there. But, however, Bellville have got the win, and we're going to show you some highlights, and then we're going to go over to the post-match presentation. Welcome here to the post-match presentation of this clash. Match 21 of the Golf Ticket presents the Cape Town Club Cricket League T10 competition. And what a match it was. A game that went right down to the final over. A match that Bellville Cricket Club became victorious over Kraaifontein Crain. I'm going to ask Daryl Losper. He's going to come and join me. Captain of Kraaifontein. Daryl, another close one. But I'm going to go straight to it. Your overs 4 and 5 probably there cost you with the amount of dot balls again.
Yes, Eugene, I think dot balls, like you said, has been our biggest enemy this far in the tournament. Again, I can say it. If we can just rotate the strike, but we don't have much time to turn it around. I mean, you have a game every second day and things, so you can't really practice rotating the strike. It's more in the mind and things. But again, pressure showed that it got to the guys a bit here at the end.
The emphasis was probably has to be on trying to find singles. I think people tend to look for boundaries more than what they do singles, and maybe that's where you guys maybe fell short a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. There's something that we keep on speaking about. If the boundary option is not there, I think the rotation of strike is very important, especially if we've got one guy that's set in there. I think we saw it against Rondebosch where I was stuck in there and I just got hogged on the strike on the other end, and the pressure just builds in this game. I mean, three or four dot balls swings the game in the favor of the other team again.
You guys had 21 dot balls. You took it with 2 balls still to go. That's a fine margin we talk about in this game.
100%. There we go again. More than 15 dot balls. Every game has been 15 dot balls. And again, if that's 15 runs, I mean, we finished the game in the last over. That's the difference at the end of the day.
Listen, you guys have really shaped up well. Not sure how the permutations look, but you've still got one more game to go. Hopefully you want to put a W on the mark there.
Yeah, 100%. We've got a big game against Tygerberg, I think, and a big game tomorrow for Rondebosch and whoever's playing against them. So I think with a couple of results, if we pull our weight on Tuesday, we'll maybe find ourselves in the top 4 then.
Listen, go well for that final game.
Thank you, Eugene.
That's Daryl Losper, the captain of Kraaifontein Cricket Club, and I ask Cody Nivot with Crocs and all to come and join me. Not a big fan, Cody, but anyway, each to their own. Cody, let's just talk about this turnaround from your team. Again, as I said to you at the toss, you lost the first 2. What a turnaround this has been in your camp.
Definitely. I think, like I said, in the beginning, we didn't play much cricket. Well, let's say for a week or 2, we didn't play much cricket. We dusted it off. We came back and started performing.
You guys have really got some really key players. Andrew at the top of the innings here, he's superb as well. Yourself, bringing yourself down the order. You certainly got that flexibility as well.
Yes, definitely. Obviously, if you have Marcus and Andrew up top, they relieve the pressure when they come off, and then you got a young talent like Blake, and then I don't need to do much as a captain, and then my favorite player, Crain, and the big dog.
Well, listen, you had a great support here as well. The Purple Brigade, as I call them, as they're in their purple shirts, must be great having them here as well.
Definitely, like you say, they bring about some confidence in us, and always love the support.
A word on Tiki there. He was a nervous spectator there.
Too much nerves, eh?
Listen, go well. In your final game, you've got one more game left. Hope it goes well for you.
Thank you.
That's the news, and that's a word there from Cody Neva, the captain of Bellville Cricket Club. And they were victorious here. We've got an exciting game again. Rondebosch Cricket Club, they are up against, in match 22, they'll be up against tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to that clash. Can they go back to the top of the table and show Durbanville they are here for business?